Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we'll be answering sporting questions from the chat. So whether it's the FA Cup games coming up today with Manchester United facing Liverpool, Chelsea taking on Leicester, or whether it's the FA Cup games that have happened with Manchester City knocking out Newcastle, Coventry with a big upset, knocking out Wolves, or maybe it's one of the Premier League ties in regards to the relegation battle, or Spurs losing away at Fulham. It might be that. So whatever you want to ask about, get your questions in. It may be NBA, it may be boxing, whatever the case may be. Big up to everyone who's joined over from the raid. Big up to everyone who was already here. Run up the likes, people. Run up the likes on the video. There's over 140 people in here. Don't know how many likes were on, but it's not enough. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. I really should have combed my hair, but here we are, people. Like I said, big up to Jaron as well. Says congrats on reaching 10K. Much appreciated. Much love. But make sure you share this across all socials. Just because there's over 140 people here does not mean we stop working, people. That's me, Flawless. That's Sarcasm City TV. And hit the subscribe button as well. It is rolled to 11K, people. A road to 11K. And if you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. So if you see me going to the same names, I'm not ignoring anybody. So as members and super chats, I will star your question and I will get to. We got Fats in the building. Jez is in the building as well. What are you, man, telling me? You good? Yeah, strive for greatness. Love that message. Love that message.
Greatness, man. I just see LeBron shot a 3 and a foul.
Oh, yeah, it's Lakers Warriors right now, isn't it? Yeah.
I can't on the side.
I just missed his.
So yeah, people, the reason why you didn't get the Lakers Warriors watch along on the playback is because I had to do the Yardman show and then this show. So that's why you didn't get the Lakers Warriors show. Big up to H. He already says, big up thoughts on your side, bitch losing. Yo, Spurs lost. It happens, man. They'll bounce back and they'll finish above you, mugs. So here we are. Why is everyone on my case about that? It's crazy.
Nothing. I prefer not to speak.
Yeah. You prefer to tweet, you joke, man. I seen your tweets. Yeah, go on.
This guy. Crazy. Hey, all I'm saying is, Werner missed an open goal today, and you let this guy score against you.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
If I let Werner score, you will not see my face. I will cover myself with my North Face hoodie, and you will not see me.
Yeah. Yes, but big up to H. Warrior J, I see you. Says back again. We are back again. YG, the lovely sunshine in the building, says let's go. Big up Big Yards, who says oi. Big up to you every single time. Football Capo says what is it? What it do? Bix the Link says congrats on 10K. Much appreciated. Danish Maldini, good to see you in the chat as well. But get your questions in, people. This show is all about the citizens in the city of sarcasm. Get your questions in. It may be NBA related, like I said, with the playoffs coming up next month, which we will be covering on the playback. Maybe something Premier League related, FA Cup, Champions League, whatever you want to talk about, people. The floor is yours. Like I said, members, this is in particular for you as well. Hey, big up to Eli. Says Mr. Crooked Dog back again like our blood. This guy Egypt. Big up to you, man. Big up to Mediterranean Menace. Fire username, by the way. Warrior J says, but let's ask the Spurs fan, Jez. Jez thoughts on the loss against Fulham.
Oh, I can't. It was just an awful bad performance, isn't it? Like, just didn't turn up. Didn't turn up. Fulham was funded. They were looking dangerous in certain phases of the game. Yeah, guy just didn't step up. I thought Madison was terrible. Like, I said, bro, at some point, I said this, like, at the game, like, should have hooked him maybe in the 50th minute, personally. That's how bad he was. Bissouma was bad. That, I think everybody's bad, but it's that middle part of the field where I was like, if you're not controlling that midfield, we ain't going to win the game. And I think we were struggling throughout the whole game to just really get into the game. And by the time we're starting to look like we're getting into the game, it's already 3-0. Fulham don't really have to go out anymore and attack anymore. So for me, it's like, yeah, if you would have gone to score 1-2 goals, would have been cool. But at the same time, I would have been still like, it's still a terrible performance because it's like, you let it go all the way to 3-0. So, yeah, we lost. Now we have to sit on it for like the next 2 weeks and then Luton at home now. So that is what it is pretty much.
First, hey, big up to Eddie in the chat. Says shout out to the panel and people in the chat. Hey, big up to Eddie every single time. I presume you're watching the game somewhere, Eddie. I presume you are. I could be wrong though. I could be. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. Quieter than usual. Because normally you lot got so much to say. Thoughts on Wolves getting bounced though? Surprising. I think that was the game everyone was looking at out of the quarterfinals and going, maybe outside of Manchester City, Newcastle, that was the one everyone was looking at and going, yeah, Wolves through to the semi-final. Depending on the draw, then they could do something. That's how people was looking at it. So yeah, surprised me. But just from the highlights, Coventry had plenty of chances. Even before it went 2-1 to Wolves. And obviously Coventry scored 2 late goals. They had so many chances. So hey, also, props to Coventry, Midlands derby, and they did the business.
I think what's it called? I think Wolves underestimated them. Was thinking, easy trip to the semi-final. It's a championship team, and they're not really like that as well. I think in the Championship right now. So they probably thought good opportunity and took it for granted. And the last goal as well. What a finish!
Great finish.
Yeah, I watched that game. That was crazy. That was crazy.
So,
last 10 minutes.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. Like I think it was like 10 minutes stoppage time at that time. Was it?
Yeah. And they scored in like 90 plus the 3 or 2, and then it was like 90.
20 minutes basically. Yeah? 20 minutes for the 80th minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I hear that. But before we continue, there's over 150 people here, and we're at like 17 likes. People, what are we doing? 17 likes and there's over 150 people here. Like check 1 2 1 2. Like check 1 2 1 2. Run up the likes expeditiously, like the crook of Eli would say in the chat. Forthwith, people, run up the likes. What are we doing? And make sure you subscribe as well. What is going on, people? Because you're here enjoying the content. Go on, Fats, carry on.
Yeah, this is why if you're a championship team, you got to take chances against the Premier League teams. And if Wolves winning that game, I would have blamed Coventry for not taking the chances. But from the context itself, it's just that it's kind of that freak moment, when it's like, what just happened?
No, for real, it is one of those type of things. Yeah, Sims did miss a sitter. That miss was awful. It wasn't as bad as forefathers, but it really was. Big up to Andy, who says, Jez, do you know if the City Tottenham game will be postponed due to the FA Cup on that weekend?
Yeah, it's already announced that they're gonna move the City and Spurs game because obviously the FA Cup is already announced. So I don't know when they're gonna move it. I don't know. They haven't announced the date yet, but they're gonna move it.
Crazy.
Probably May.
What?
Yeah, so
man is saying the last week of the season. That could be crazy if City are going for the title.
And even what's it called? Obviously, Chelsea still need to be rescheduled.
Jeez.
And if Liverpool go through, they might even postpone the Liverpool game.
A lot of games to pack in. Crazy.
Yeah,
Big up to Amin Sheikh for the super chat, much appreciated. Says, Flawless, if United win the FA Cup, will you be Ten Hag in? No. What I want in the ideal world is for Ten Hag to win the FA Cup and then leave. That's what I want. So no, I will not be Ten Hag in. This is more than just a trophy. Big up to Sunshine, says, Flawless, many United fans have a good feeling about tomorrow. Curious to hear your thoughts on the match versus Liverpool. My response to any Manchester United fan having a good feeling into this game, why? What have you seen from Manchester United that gives you a good feeling about this game? Outside of it's a derby, it's a big game, anything can happen, the players will be up for it, all the usual nonsense. All the stuff that's nothing to do with the actual quality of the team on the pitch. What is this team as a team? What are the individuals in this team? What is, in regards to the manager, what level are they operating at that makes you think we can do anything of note? I've said draw and penalties. The only way I see us going through is penalties. I don't think we go through normal time or extra time. I'm not saying Casemiro's injured. I don't know if that's true or not. But if he is, that's a huge blow to what we've got going on. We're saying Højlund's back, so that's a threat. That's a threat. Like Højlund actually gives us something going forward. So yeah, man. Crook of Eli.
Hope and pray.
Shout out to Eli. Yeah.
Basically, just hope and pray.
Like it's just legit is. Well, it's not a derby McClop, but you understand the points that I'm making. It's a big game. It's a huge rivalry. It's the biggest game in the country, and people will use that like, anything like. I'm not confident going into this game. I've said 1-1, 1-1, and we go through on penalties. I fancy us on penalties.
Yeah, penalty is like a 50-50 thing anyway.
Yeah, I fancy some penalties. They're saying because it's our cup final. One thing I will say though that I do agree with is the place will be rocking. Old Trafford is going to be louder than it's been for a long time. Obviously, I know match goers. You lot know match goers. Got you, Eddie. I'll send it over in a second. I got you from like Saeed, Double A, Ash. They've all mentioned how quiet it is. But because it's a game with stakes and it's Liverpool, the crowd's going to be up for it. Like, I'm going to be... Nah, that's a stretch. I'm not up for it. But the crowd will be. I'm not like with it. I'm just looking at it like, all right, let's just win the game. Because I don't think it's going to be, even if we win, I don't think it'll be pretty. Well, we'll see what's what. We'll see. Will United play from the back or go long ball? Probably stupid enough we should go long ball, but we'll try to play out from the back. Because we idiots. We should just go, if Højlund's playing, you go direct up to Højlund and let him compete with Van Dijk and Kwanzaa. And even if you lose the first duel, then you win the second and third duels. And then get the ball higher with the pitch. And if you lose it, it's in their half. But we foolish enough to play out from the back. Because we just dumb. I'm in big up for the super chat again. Says Mart is back. Will he save United? No. Oh, yeah. Park the bus and hit him on the counter-attack is the way to go. How we played them at Anfield is the way to go. If I could play that lineup again, I would play that lineup again. I know Shaw's injured. Johnny Evans might be injured. Unfortunately, Bruno's available. But yeah, that's it. Hey, big up to Jay. You'll never walk alone. Says, bless up, Flawless. Been a minute since I caught you live. Congrats on 10K. Well deserved. Much appreciated, man. Thank you.
Well, know what I think, though? I feel like...
Go on.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it feels like it hasn't been a football match in a minute for like the Premier League teams that are not in Europe. So it's like I feel like partly is also, it's like this feeling of like let's go into this game, big game and that, and we can ruin Liverpool's season partly. But at the same time, I'm feeling like every time when United fans get giddy into a game, usually United get involved or something.
Yep.
More time than not, when United fans are actually worried going into a game. That's actually getting results.
Yeah, that's why when Sunshine said the United fans are optimistic, I'm like, why? I said Pence, and that's more in hope than expectation. What? Like I said again, what have we done that gives us hope leading into this game outside of it being a big game and it actually having stakes? But hey, we move. Eddie, what are you telling me, fam? You good?
Shout out to the gang. I think this is my first cap-in from Kenya. So, we breaking.
Go on, Eddie. Go on, Eddie.
You feel me? Yeah, I'm sorry here, bro. I'm fighting this jet lag like a motherfucker, though. I'm not gonna lie. Don't even know what time it is, but we doing all right, man. We doing all right.
2:30, Eddie.
Sounds about right.
What's the score in the game, actually?
It's like
51-55.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eddie Sunshine was asking in the chat, as you saying, about how some Manchester United fans are optimistic. We'll have hope going into this game. What's your thoughts?
Oh, the Manchester United fans that are optimistic do hard drugs. I think that's has to be stated. These people are on something. I don't want to speculate because I heard it's rude when people have problems like that to speculate what they actually might be taking. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's if it rhymes with rack, if you catch my drift. But again, I'll be nice and not make those type of allegations on certain people. But yeah, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Like, this manager should give you no semblance of confidence at all. These players should give you no confidence at all. I think Bruno's playing.
Unfortunately, yes.
And I think when we went 0-0, he wasn't. Is that true? Am I wrong on that?
Yeah. When we drew 0-0, he wasn't there.
Yeah, by the way, what's the call? I don't know if you saw Flores, but already. But you see, Casemiro withdraw from the Brazil team because he got injured.
Yes, I did. Yeah, people mentioned that.
No Casemiro either.
Yeah, he got injured. So yeah, he got injured.
Well, it could be one of those where he's. It could be an injury though, Eddie. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good thing. They won't have anybody to blame. So we can just move, man. We move, dog.
But what's your midfield if Casemiro doesn't play?
Absolute terrible and Mano. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mano and not much else.
We know. You know the answer to that question.
Mano McTominay, Bruno.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, Mom's return. Jesus.
They don't have that midfield in hell.
You see,
I checked the Bible. That midfield cannot be located in hell, bro. I don't know where they found that shit. That's
crazy. Like, bro, you see, for Peter, the way he's been promoting Mount's Madron, it's crazy. It's like,
you sell, man. You gotta sell hope, man. Trust me, if you're selling hope, if you sell hope to people, you will never be out of business.
Hey,
you'll never be out of business. Hope is something that will never ever go out of fashion. Don't matter doesn't matter where you are selling it to, who you are. You can sell hope to anybody. People always want to buy hope.
We all want the sweet nothings to be whispered in our ear.
People will buy exactly. People will buy hope. That's why people out here drinking Kool-Aid. That's just hope in liquid form.
There's really no. Yeah, I can't. I think like 2-0 Liverpool.
Yeah,
that's what I see. At the most conservative. But could he get ugly? Yes. Because I think people have it mistaken about this squad. We get results because that's what our talent, dictates. It literally has nothing to do with how we set up because we have no plan. It's Ollie without the vibes. It really is. Can anybody tell me does this football look different than the football we've been playing for like the past 7 years?
No, never. None. Unfortunately, no.
And I say that shit all the time. It's like, yo, Manchester Haram is in my fucking is in my title for a reason, people. Y'all thought it was West Ham. No, we the Haram. We the Haram. We the people. We them. That's it, man. I'll be watching the game tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to tap in because some old fashions will be on deck. And Mr. Tank, I don't want to
don't even tap in, fam. Enjoy your holiday.
Oh, I mean, it's not really just holiday. I just need to change the scenery, so I'm even working out here. Yeah, I'm working.
Well, you're working out there, but like you're in the motherland. I'm sure you're seeing family over there, right?
Yeah.
Man, tap in with the fam. I'm telling you, fam.
I will.
Obviously, I'll send you the link because it's in the chat. If you want to join, you feel free. I'm just saying it. Like, I don't even want to do this shit. I'm telling you.
I hear you.
I really don't. If I could just pay and be like, Sheik, yo, here's X amount. You do the watch-alongs. I can't be bothered. If I could do that, I would. I would say to you, Sheik, here, man, drop the bag. Yeah, you man run this. I'm just tired. Yeah, for real. Hey, run up the likes. Continue to run up the likes. Like, check 1 2 1 2. Hit the subscribe button as well. Big up to Josh, who says, "Yo, Flawless, what style of football do you believe United should play and follow? What would you take any City players if they get relegated? I wouldn't mind Foden or Stones." It's a trick question at the end. That's why you laughing. Give me the whole squad, apart from Doku. I'd take the rest of pretty much the whole squad. Is there anyone else I would take? Yeah, run me the whole squad. What style of football do I believe United should play? Go on.
Doku and KDB. The last thing I need is another Bruno.
We've been scarred by that profile for too long.
Yeah, man.
It's like when a girl of a certain race scars you and you're like, yo, I'm done with such and such. I've heard told me about my dad say, yo, I'm done with lies.
Nah, let me chill.
See, yeah, I'm done with lies. Like,
bro, I'm surprised I showed some restraint. Bro.
You remembered her. You know what I'm saying? And that you see her face as soon as I said that.
What's that Drake song? You broke my heart. I'm out here still singing. I'm like Aubrey in the Take Care album cover. Just at the bar thinking about shit.
They're gonna put me on that Caesar mood for like, don't piss me off, man.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
That was the first time a girl ever told me I was emotionally unaware, and I never knew what that shit was, but it just hit me so harsh, bro. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, you have to be, because we ain't taught to be emotionally aware. So then when you're emotionally unaware and then you get your eyes opened, it's kind of like, this is what it is.
I thought I
man.
should have some grace too. I'm saying I'm 22 years old. What the fuck
Yeah, we deserve
about
grace, but yeah,
emotional?
we don't get that out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Word
That
to
was
Black Panther.
crazy.
What is it? We don't do that here. There's no grace. You might be lucky enough to find one that gives you grace, but it's highly unlikely.
That's it different, bro.
It is for real. Tell you right, but yeah, in regards to the style of football, just more on the front foot. It don't necessarily. I like us to be adaptable. I don't want Manchester United to play one way. Like the principles should be the same. So I think it should be attack minded. But there's certain games where it's like, you're playing away against City. Don't go play there attacking with a high line. To me, that's just dumb. Don't go away to Real Madrid and do that. So you adapt to certain teams. But I think for the most part, if you have better players than most teams, play your way on the front foot. Keep the ball, keep it ticking. Like the formation and how you go about it is that. But that's what's to be more offensive. Like that's what it is. On the front foot. Teams, we shouldn't be worried about teams. They should be worried about us. So when we're doing previews, it's like, how do we stop Manchester United? How do we stop this player? How do we stop this player? How do we stop that player? Oh, they've got such and such off the bench, etc. That's what it should be. But teams like play us and it's like, all right, they're favorites. They got a great chance against us. That's what it is. Hey, Danish Maldini. Yeah. Shh, joke, man. This guy. All right, let's see what else you lot are saying. Ten Hag quotes. Great. It's Eric Ten Hag on Mount. He has had 3 injuries. He has had 3. I can't be asked already. He has had 3 injuries, as we all know. So he didn't have any time to come into a rhythm. But I'm sure when he is fit and he will play and get into that rhythm, then what's the rest of this? Then he will contribute to a successful Manchester United, I'm sure. Where's he going to play? That's what someone should have said. How does him and Bruno work in the same midfield? That's what I would ask him. Because that's just
that's because like even if you think about it from like let's say you wanted to be more front footed and you wanted to be present, it's like you then depending on like a lone 6 kind of thing, and Casemiro by himself, if these two jokers is not going to do it because they're not really going to go and retain the ball well. And Maino's not a lone 6, so it's kind of stupid to run. It's kind of stupid for him trying to even do that at United. Like he should just run a double pivot, in my opinion. But even then, like Mount is not a double pivot player, so isn't Bruno. So it's kind of again what we talked about in the summer, that it's a useless signing unless you buy him for backup. But 60 million,
60 million, like who? Again, this is where journalists need to earn their corn and just let him say this and not say nothing back. I'm hoping I could be wrong. Maybe the follow-up question was, but he'll contribute. I was just said, how does he work in with Bruno? Please, someone explain, because no one's given me an explanation. I've been asking this question since the summer. It's now the middle of March, and I've still not even received an answer. No one's even tried to bullshit me. All I've heard is, maybe Bruno plays wide right, so we signed a central midfielder to move our other central midfielder to play right wing. Okay, and we signed a central midfielder who's less productive stats-wise than the midfielder we already have to shift him then out wide. So then what about the winger you have in Anthony? Or what about Garnacho? Is that not unbalanced to set?
We know what he was trying to do. He's just not slick, bro. That's it.
Go on, what do you think he was trying to do? Go on. What do you think it was?
He was trying to play a fucking midfield of Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount.
Yes, this is what he tried to do.
He was trying to do that.
And that is
because that's what I just saying though. Like he wanted to, because he said, remember the quote about wanting to be the best transition team. He wants, and what he means by that is like winning the ball back and just being really fast on the counter. That's what he means. But it even transition doesn't mean you just defend and then win the ball back. You can even transition even when you're up in the pitch. So his idea was, you know what? Let me get 2 willing runners as aides and just press the living hell out of teams. Not realizing that playing like this is actually very risky if you don't even have the profiles to do that. And these 2 are like the last 2 I want to have there. These are like Casemiro.
Big up Sad as well.
Yeah, sorry. Now I was just saying that even with Casemiro, even though Casemiro can do that, it's like it's a very demanding system. So I don't know what he thought, how this is just gonna go on and work, because you're basically relying all these three guys to always win the ball back and make the right decision. And you already know that Bruno can barely do the right decision when you don't even have to press. So imagine the situation, the whole game where you press and then win the ball by press. And you know how good City, Liverpool, and Arsenal are, even when it comes to just building up from the back. It's just foolish. But again, wasn't it obvious? Well, to a lot of people, it wasn't obvious. But then again, it's the Kool-Aid that you say. That was the Mount Kool-Aid right there.
Because think about this, right?
Mount Kool-Aid.
So we win the ball back. Who do you actually trust to make the correct pass, like Jez was saying?
Exactly.
Between Casemiro, Bruno, and Mount. This is why when people talk about, and again, I'm not going to name any names, but you guys will understand who the type of people I'm talking about here. Because there's multiple that have platforms. When people talk about Ten Hag not having, his players at his disposal, okay, cool. But even if the players were at his disposal, it would still look like shit because it's a shit concept.
It will still look like shit because it's a shit concept.
It's like
Bars.
Before it's like flawless, right? Let's say the homie's in there writing. You don't got to mention it. Like the homie's in there writing his shit out.
Yeah.
He raps it to you. And you listen to it and you like, okay, you probably the type to tell him like, yo, go, yeah, you gotta hit that shit back again. You gotta
facts. That would definitely tell him. I'd be like, yeah, we've done
but
that.
Then he don't listen to you. He don't listen to you, right? He goes in there. Not only does he record it, he has the engineers mix it and gets mastered. He puts it out there, and now he's wondered why don't nobody fuck with it. It's hilarious, though. This dude is hilarious, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound crazy. Ten Hag drinks his own Kool-Aid, G. At the end of the day.
He drinks his own Kool-Aid.
And he tells everybody it's fire. Knowing good and goddamn well he ain't put no sugar in that shit. He might put some salt in it by mistake. Now we got salty ass Kool-Aid. That's all. That's the Kool-Aid.
It's the vegan version.
Oh man. Man.
And that's what they ought to promote on TikTok and that. Body positive.
Crazy. It's crazy, bro.
It's just such a bad. It was
hope and pray, man. Hope and pray.
And people. I even hope and pray no more. I just hope. Ain't no prayer going into this. I ain't putting no effort into this. I ain't bothering the universe with this nonsense. Ten Hag says Sunday is a test for us, but we like the test. We like the challenges, and we can be to a certain range relaxed because we believe in ourselves. But on Sunday, we have to prove that. All right, bet. To Andy, who says, are United fans after a miracle tomorrow from this team? No, just a win. Thoughts on Mason Mount as the Cam and Casemiro and Bruno Armeno as a pivot? Horrendous. Any midfield with Mount and Bruno when it is just horrendous. I'm just not with it whatsoever. I'm not. And Prime goes on to say, where are the Mount stands crying about the transfer, saying that Chelsea would miss him? Yeah, that's what I thought. Crickets. Please take him back. And speaking of Chelsea, for sure, we are not going to score goals because we are going to have a barbecue. But of course, it is about communication and feeling better. What's he talking about here?
What the fuck?
Actually, Sunshine asked me a question.
I'll
get to it. Yeah. Don't worry about
him and Poch are out here trading.
You're not going bar for bar, man. You know what I'm saying? This is like when someone said on the Back Again podcast and was like, who's the worst? Did they say troll? Yeah, who's the worst trolling? Ryan and Hamza, Ryan or Hamza? And I was like, I can't pick. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like these like Poch and Ten are just going bar for bar.
So basically, yeah. So basically, Bella Twins in a nutshell, basically, yeah.
I don't know what's going on. My head hurts, man. I don't know what's happening. What's the rest of this Warrior J? Please let me know. If anyone else knows in the chat, what's he talking about? A barbecue? Like,
I swear to God, every quote that I read is an AI, man. I don't take that seriously at all. What's
going on? Hey, big up my guy Dan Levitt, man. Much appreciated. He's been supporting on his channel from early. Big up to you. Says congrats. He says congrats to 10K Flawless. Keep going. Much appreciated. And I will be doing a members Q&A this weekend coming up, people. I do a members Q&A 100% on the Twitch. And because I didn't do one in February, I do 2 in March. So I do one this Saturday and I do one the Saturday after. So yeah, much appreciated, man, Dan. I appreciate the super chat and the congratulations. And big up to you as well, Sad, saying congrats on 10K. Hey, much appreciated. And you lot, roll to 11K, man. We trying to get there. Let's see what else is going on. But yeah, go on. What's the question you had to get to, Fats?
No, the Sunshine, I think, asked me a question about tomorrow's game. I can't lie. I'm a bit chill for tomorrow's game, you know. Nothing a lot of dramas as of late. I've seen Leicester missing some key players. They're missing Vardy, Pereira, Danny Pratt, and also McAteer. Yeah, they're missing Vardy.
Saying Leicester are missing key players. What, is he injured or is he getting rested?
Injured.
Oh, he's injured. Oh.
Injured, basically. So they're gonna have to start Ian Nacho on Sunday up front.
He's still decent though for them.
Yeah. So
he's even better than Vardy.
A lot of, you know, no dramas. Leicester's form, I've looked at it like it's not looking good, and Chelsea is the last team that can give them a charity win, basically. So yeah, we should be all right. We should be all right for tomorrow. But yeah, I think without Enzo Fernandez, I don't particularly find it really interesting enough. But we should be fine. We got replacement anyway. So yeah. So comfortable afternoon win at Stamford Bridge, and yeah, let's see. But I think the draw is after
another trip to Wembley for you as well. Yeah, man, it's probably be after the United Liverpool game. Hey,
yeah,
another trip to Wembley.
Liverpool. Yeah, man.
Another trip to Wembley for you, Fats. There you go. Yeah, I still don't get the quote from Poch people.
Basically, what he was throwing a barbecue every Friday afternoon after the training session done. With his staff, basically.
Oh, see the out here, just all right.
That's an Argentine thing right there.
Yeah. Okay, first.
Right, did you guys? I don't know if you guys catched it, but obviously, did you see some of these Adidas international kits that dropped? Some of them are fire. Some of them are fire.
Are they real? I never knew if they were real or they was people.
Yeah, they were real. Yeah, on the Adidas, when you go on on the Adidas page, like whatever the posted, like it wasn't real.
Okay, first. I've seen some of them.
I'm getting that Germany one. I'm getting that Germany one, man.
I hear that. Andy says, how do you stop Salah 33 GNA and Nunes 29 GNA tomorrow? The same way we stopped them at Anfield. That should be the game plan. There should be. Whether it is the game plan or not, I don't know. But that's the way we should go about it. Sit deep and hit them with a counter-attack. And with Højlund, if he is indeed available, we do have a threat. But I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be.
Seems like a job for Victor Lindelof.
Hey, big game Johnny, man. Big game Johnny tomorrow night.
Yeah, I hope he's available. Is he injured? I don't know if he's injured. Hey, if Johnny Evans is fit to play him.
Johnny boy.
My guy Johnny, big game Johnny. Even on smoke.
Johnny cool. Johnny
cool. I forgot about that song. Yes. Hey, you lot, questions though, man. What's going on? You lot, I know it's Saturday night. You lot quieter than usual. Normally the chat is full of anarchy and just like the purge. But run up the likes anyway before I continue. Run up the likes because we're only at 46 likes. Hey, let's get up to 80 likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Let's hit the subscribe button as well. And for those that don't know, next week it will not be the regular schedule for Sarcasm City TV. So no Man United, none of the crossovers, no Q&As, etc. I'm running Sarcasm City TV specials the entire week, people. So it's where I sit down one-on-one with the biggest and best content creators, talk to them all about their team. Gonna definitely do a deep dive on their journey in regards to starting in the content creator space, plus more as well. So for those that have seen him before, I've had Rants, Saeed, Troops, the Gunner, James Redmond, just to name a few who've been on. So I'm going to get some of the biggest and best content creators on and also give them their flowers as well, people. And speaking of biggest and best content creators, you should be giving their flowers to. This guy don't get enough of his flowers. My like Lewis is in the cut. Yes, family. What are you telling me?
Big up, my guy. Big up, bro. I hope everyone's good.
Every time, family. Every time, family, man. Every time. You already know.
Yeah, one more time having to see this face before the international break. Thank God.
He's getting you to Wembley, bro.
No, we're taking him to Wembley. Don't get it twisted.
No, I don't think it works like that.
Oh, trust me, it does. We've already done it once this season.
Mad. Crazy. But you're playing home to Leicester. Thoughts on the game, Lewis? Talk to us.
I mean, it should be straightforward. They're out of form. They've won 1 in their last 5. They got no Vardy. They got no Pereira. Like, come on. Like, we got to win this one at least. At least with a little bit of conviction too. I know magic of the FA Cup and all of that, but we really should be winning this game. No Enzo might be a problem, but I don't really feel a lot of worry going into this game because everything's in our favour. We're coming off a good game. Our attack's starting to fire. Only real question mark is the defence. Because we've started leaking a bit more goals in the last few games. I think it's like 5 or 6 goals in our last 3 or something like that. 7 in our last 3, yeah. So even if that's a bit concerning, they don't have Vardy. Like, I think he's still there starting him or Daka, one or the other. But regardless, I shouldn't even be thinking about it too tough. They're a championship team. We're a Premier League team. Go there and win. Simple as.
That's fair. And hey, big up for everyone for congratulations on the 10K. Much appreciated, man. Big up.
Yeah, man. Well overdue, man. Great to see, man. On to the next 10.
Yeah, man. 100%. That is the plan. That is the plan. Much appreciate all you, man, because all you, man, have helped. Like, genuinely, I mean that as well. For real.
Where's my paycheck?
Shut up, man.
Fuck off,
Shut up. Yeah, fact.
Hey, this
I get that. The soundboard.
This is not who I think it is, man. But, I'm not simping in 2024.
I will hunt you down, Jez.
Hey, Mister, I'm not simping in 2024.
I will hunt you down.
All right, man.
Jez.
Yeah, you hunt down the kiss cam, bruv.
Yes. Big up to I can't pronounce your name, but big up. He says, any chance United change the whole front three and all the middle players next season? I hope so. We need wholesale changes, but we'll see. I believe it when I see it. With this new ownership and new board, and it's not. Just please ask these. I don't care if it's youth players. It's just anything new than what we've been seeing.
No, everyone's gonna say you're filling your team up with inexperienced players, and you're gonna be mid-table next season.
Hey, you know what it is, Lewis? Though, because experienced players has helped us so much this season. Our experienced players.
The experience helped us so much last season to finish 12th and be knocked out the 3rd round of both cups. But hey,
it's about if you want experience, by the way, Lukaku is there.
Because the last thing I want to see is our youth players taking their cues from a fucking Maguire or some shit. At least we have a Casemiro. Hopefully Varane stays around. Like, literally, those are the only two. Because I think we need adults in the room. But, like, bro, get everybody the fuck out of here. Like, that's where I'm at. If it's fucking China, Australia, I couldn't give a fuck.
Hey, Shanghai.
I don't know where you're going, but you just gotta get up out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck up out of here. You ain't gotta go home. Get the hell up out of here, dog.
Okay, what about Salford?
Salford's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Just out of here.
That's
fine.
That's fine.
Not too far.
Tell Bruno to get to his level over here in the MLS. He can ruin somebody else's team.
Hey, bro, some of these goals I have seen so far going in the MLS season.
Crazy.
Because
crazy. Brother, I was watching a CONCACAF Champions League game. And the amount of, let me just say, questionable calls on that pitch let me know what the hell was going on. I think the over under might have been set at like 3 goals, and the referee definitely had the over.
It's crazy, bro.
Big up to my guy Alam as well. Says pick up the guys. Everyone hit the like button and sub to the channel. Make sure you go subscribe to Alam's channels. Links underneath. It's been a minute, but big up to Alam every single time. Big up. Andy says, Lewis, do you still want to avoid Liverpool in a draw?
Yep. I'm hoping Man United. In fact, I'm hoping Man United do the job tomorrow. Forget all of that.
We all are. It's all hope. Manchester United to get past Liverpool and then get Coventry in the semi-final. That's what I want.
Coventry. You know what? Everyone wants Coventry. Who am I kidding?
Take City, man. You lot got City's number on that. You beat him in the Champions League final. And you just drew against them. You drew against them twice this season.
That was the last time we've been.
Run back. What the fuck are these dudes doing? I'm sorry, I'm watching the game, people.
Yeah. He's watching the NBA game.
This is why, Eddie. I hate him sometimes, Eddie. On my life, man.
Hey, man, what is that? If you give my guy minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Jess coin him? Torian Prime Time Prince. You know what I'm saying? He needs minutes.
Prime time.
Hey, is AD out?
No,
I don't know, man. He's been invincible anyway.
no,
No,
but
because
he's been
he's
ghosting
not
lately.
playing.
I don't know.
Facts, yeah, go facts. Do you want Liverpool? Do you mind if you get Liverpool in the semi-final? Let's say you get past, so you're not first.
I'd rather have Man City or Coventry.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't play them. You can't play in the next round.
Now they could play Coventry in the next round.
Wait, what?
If they get through. Yeah, if Chelsea
they
get
ain't
through.
picked the semi-draw yet.
Yeah, I'm saying they could. Yeah,
wait,
they could.
Wait, there's a draw in the semi-finals. Yeah, that's
No, yeah, there's a draw for the semi-finals from. Yeah,
that's crazy. What the hell?
That's how it's always been, because you have the FA Cup quarterfinals and then the draw.
Okay, to be fair, I don't really get that many times, but still,
And
it's
don't
crazy.
forget that draw will still be 45 minutes long for no reason.
Yeah, facts. Because you're thinking of Champions League where they draw quarterfinals and semi-finals together. They don't draw domestic cups together. They do separate.
What they should do. That's what they should do in general. I just don't get it.
They do it round by round. Nah, they want to build anticipation and build hype. That's what it is. That's why they do it.
See what they're gonna do. They're gonna set up a Man United Man City final or Liverpool or Liverpool.
I think they've done that already, so you'll see that in the semi.
They're
giving that Chelsea Coventry.
See, now I think they want to set up a derby that has Man United or Liverpool involved.
We know what they want. It's not United. They want that fucking City Liverpool joint.
Oh yeah, I agree.
The last chapter of Pep v Klopp.
Yeah, you could see that. Yeah, last chapter hype. Yeah, that's the type of shit. And to Ziad, who says you guys in the draw floor. We're talking hypothetically here. This is all hypotheticals.
Big up Ziad.
But I have predicted Manchester United to go through. We are going through on penalties, in my opinion. I mean, big up for the super chats. It's flawless. Who's better, Mudryk or Anthony? Both terrible, but Mudryk.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, Mudryk.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd say Mudryk.
Yo, you see that goal that Mudryk scored? Like Anthony's just never scoring that from.
But hold up though. Is Mudryk scoring from outside the box?
God damn, what are
you got a point. You got me there.
I'm just saying, it's just for the sake of conversation. I understand these are not the type of things you expect to get from such a top tier quality platform like Sarcasm City TV, but
people ask. Yeah, he asked, so I'm like, all right, if you really want to know the answer, fairs. I don't know why, but each to their own. Playback and Q&A clash, yeah, man, that's gonna happen. It's happened before. It will happen again in regards to NBA games and.
Yeah, you're getting fucking smoked.
Fuck
shit. What's the score?
74-68.
Hold up.
Wait, how long's gone? Quarter. Third quarter. How long's left?
9 minutes.
All right, calm. You lot can turn that around. We'll definitely turn that around 100%. Let me have a look. Actually, someone did ask about, since we're talking about NBA, it was actually H who actually asked a good question for once, talking about the NBA playoffs. So obviously we'll talk about the Western Conference because that's the conference that is the most stacked and everyone genuinely cares about. The Lakers, do you lot beat? Let's say because you lot are currently in the play-ins right now.
Do
you beat the Warriors?
No.
You don't think
they're barely struggling to beat them now.
No.
Okay, fair. All right, and then 7 and 8 would be right. Currently, Jesus, Suns or Mavs. Who you lot got out of those two? Suns.
Mavs.
You got the Mavs, Jez. What are you saying?
I got Suns. I can't lie.
Okay. So then it's potentially the Suns and Mavs versus the Warriors. Who would you like have in those hypothetical matchups? Those two. Yo, Suns Warriors would be crazy.
So basically, yeah. If Suns win, they go 7th seed.
Yeah.
It's either Mavericks or Warriors going to fight for 8th seed.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying because you both pick different answers for Suns Mavs. So I'm asking, do you have the Suns beating the Warriors?
I ultimately think the Warriors make the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
They're good. Like, right. I said, what is it? I said the Mavs beat who again?
The Mavs play Suns. That's 7.
Yeah, and I said Mavs win that game.
Okay, so do you think the Suns beat the Warriors?
No, I think the Warriors can beat them.
You reckon the Warriors beat? So you and Eddie both have the Warriors making the playoffs. Interesting.
Yeah, because the Suns just haven't really. They've been trying to gel all season, and it hasn't still worked out yet. I don't know if I can really trust them in like a one-off game.
Yeah, H, for once, do better. Big up to H, though. Andy says, guys, I watched City against Dortmund with Bellingham. They narrowly beat them with Bellingham, best player on the pitch. Do you think City get knocked out? Yeah, I think City get knocked out, but it's going to be close. I think the winner of that tie wins the competition, but it's going to be very close. It's a shame the second leg is not at the Bernabeu, but we can't have these.
These legs at City.
Yeah,
that's City. Yeah, that's City.
Yeah.
See, my issue is why.
Have them doing a double treble, you know.
Oh, what am I watching? This basketball is terrible.
Don't worry, we will save you guys in the FA Cup.
Please, please.
No, but what's
Blue brother v Blue brother? That's a real thing.
No, but also got the reason why I favor City just because I'm still skeptical about Madrid's forward play in terms of not having an actual 9 up top. I think that's a big issue. I think a team against City, they can handle this. Like you see, City's worst games this season has somebody has been actually troubling the centre box. So I don't know, man.
And wait, man said City, Real Madrid, Bayern, Arsenal is on the same day.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on the same day. Yeah, they made both.
They was in the same bracket, innit? And
yeah,
even
in the same
times.
bracket. They haven't.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking when I saw that. When I was like, yo, why did you just pick one game?
Double hate along. Let's go.
Like,
no, but
at the same time, I can flick over from game to game. If Arsenal go ahead,
that's my issue. Why wouldn't you just have one game from each side? Just it's so stupid.
Yeah, they could have just put them at different times though. But hey, I got my wish because I said I wanted out of Arsenal, City, Real Madrid. I needed 2 of those 3 to draw each other, and I'll be on the same side of the draw. So I got my wish. No complaints. Does Kylian Mbappe carry in PSG to a Champions League before he goes to Madrid? And what does winning this year or not winning this year do to his legacy? In regards to, I think they win it. No, but PSG are my pick to get to the final, particularly because of him. I look at that side of the draw. You do have Atletico. I think they'll get past. They play Dortmund, right? I'll play Barcelona. Yeah, Barcelona. That's the one. And Atletico play Dortmund. Yeah, I think PSG made the final, but I think they lose to Real Madrid.
Look, I can see Atletico going to the final.
I don't even have PSG going through, to be honest, against Barca.
Really?
Bro, I watched the group of death winner, obviously Dortmund.
Yeah, same. I did watch that group. They weren't good. They were not good during that group stage.
They were awful, and even the game against Sociedad that I watched both of them, they weren't good. It's just that Sociedad just couldn't keep up. But I feel like Barca just got enough individual brilliance to do something against them, and I don't trust some of their other players. This is the big issue as well. It's like I can trust Mbappe to go on.
Yeah, I trust Mbappe. Like literally, it's Mbappe. Like if Mbappe, hopefully it don't happen, got injured and right, he's out for the rest of the season. I'm not picking PSG.
But to be
it's
fair
solely because of him.
Xavi did play AC in the midfield though.
Yeah, but he's not going to try that. I think it was also because of injuries. So, I think he only did that because of injuries. But after that performance, I don't think he's going to play in the midfield. Like I said, I think I kind of like that right hand side of the draw brackets. For me, there's quite more. It's more open than the left one.
No, I'll be real. I'll see. I think I see the Atletico Madrid in the final.
I can see that. I'm not even disputing that. I'm literally PSG. This is just basing off Kylian Mbappe. Like that's where I think he'll be the difference maker in these 2 ties. If he wins it, his legacy goes through the roof. If he manages to pick up a Champions League with that PSG side, and it's like they had Neymar and Messi and didn't win it, and now he's the main man and they win it, that bumps his legacy up. If he don't win it, it's like, all right, even more pressure once you do make a move to Real Madrid to then go and win it. That's what it is, because he has to win this champs. Like he's got to win it in the next 2-3 years. Otherwise, people are going to start looking at him funny. Like, why can't you get it done? So I think this season, I'd say the first 2 at Madrid, and then that's it. If you're hearing the echo, it might be Eddie. That's all it is, people. If you hear the echo,
I can't hear an echo.
I can't hear an echo too.
It's gone now. But yeah, if you
they're saying,
okay, let me know.
Saying,
if it comes back, let me know, people. If it comes back.
They're saying like when Mbappe gets to the final somehow, and they play Real Madrid, and then you see Modric, Cruz, Bellingham, and all that, and then PSG they have like Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz. You know that one meme with Anthony Edwards is saying, they got KD, but we got Jaden McDaniels.
This fucking guy. This guy.
I'm cooling. What I sound like?
Yeah, you're better now. It's when we was talking, it wasn't you, fam. I just had a bit of feedback on us. I could hear it a little bit, but I didn't think the chat could hear it because that's why I didn't mention it. I thought it was calm.
Hey, Curry,
I thought it was calm. Who do you think wins the Champions League? I've got Madrid. That's my pick. Lewis, what are you saying?
Honestly, City. I think City win again.
Yeah, I hear that. And Real Madrid, just to clarify, people. Fats, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Champions League winner.
Low key, I'm going for Atletico Madrid.
Faz, Eddie, what are you saying?
I hear it.
Dortmund, it's Sancho season. Fuck the haters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what? I could do that. I need that just for the headlines. Just for the headlines. Or for the rant stream the day after.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This is what we need.
Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ. What are you saying, Jess?
I'm with Lewis. I think City are gonna win the Champions League. They're gonna back to back.
Yeah, Andy says
if it
what
weren't
hope.
for the second leg, if that was at the Bernabeu, I might have leaned to Madrid. That's the only real changer for me.
Aye. What happens to João Felix? Loaned him out to Barca, celebrated in front of Atletico Madrid, could face his team in the semi-final where he isn't wanted. Is he not cup tied? Is he eligible?
Nah, not in the Champions League.
So wait, so he could play even though he's Atletico.
Yeah, because remember a decade ago when we had
Courtois
was there and he played against us in the semi-final.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
In Europe, it's on the rules only in England that you can't play against your parent club.
I'm putting that in the contract. Man can't play against me. That's crazy.
Like if we played Inter last season, we would have faced Lukaku.
Yeah, that's crazy. You can't play against me.
But even then, what's it called? He's saying what happened to Joe Free's loan move. Guess what? Even Javi doesn't rate him, and people were telling me that if he goes to Barcelona, he's gonna play in a team that actually plays like. No, he's getting benched and his ass is getting sent back to Atletico. No, I keep trying to tell people about this Felix youth, man. That it is what it is. Good footballer, but ain't nobody rating them. That's the issue.
Yeah, technically ridiculous.
Hey, that 60-minute game against Fulham though, before he got the red card. So
yeah, I remember that. I remember that you lot hyping it. I remember that.
when he got that nutmeg with his first touch, and he cried.
I remember watching that. Yeah, I remember watching that. Go on, Eddie. What are you saying, family?
Like, bruh, it's like you're in a situation that's cultivating you to really get it done, and you're just not. Like Barcelona is what everybody said it was like the type of setup that you needed as a player to really show them why Madrid made you their star boy, and here you are still struggling, still no showing.
I'm watching them games with intent. I'm hearing about him, hearing about Griezmann. Like, all right, bet. Okay.
If Barcelona wins, Lewis running the AC prop the whole summer.
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, if Barcelona win, I'm there with whoever. Hey, City and Arsenal must be stopped. I've said this before. No, well, I've not said some of this before, but I said this before on the stream one time. If Bayern knock out Arsenal, I will drop all Harry Kane slander for the foreseeable. I will take back all Harry Kane slander. That is then Sir Harold Kane. You know what I'm saying? I'll address him by his full title.
Harry Clark.
No. Sir Harold Kane. That's what it is. I'll even include his middle name.
Kane. It's Edward.
Is it? How the hell you know his middle name?
It's Harold Edward Kane.
Oh,
how do you know his middle name?
That's what you know.
How do you know his middle name? Hey, look in the camera. How do you know? Huh? How do you know his middle name?
Who's trying to impress?
Frank James Lampard. I know everyone anyway.
How the hell you know his middle name?
Hey, man. Hey,
Wikipedia. I mean, Wikipedia.
All right, sure. Why did you Wikipedia?
Hey, Lewis, man, sort out your people, bro. This is crazy.
Why did you Wikipedia?
I'll be real. The Chelsea fan base has been the most horniest fan base going, man. I ain't even
Frank James Lampard.
You know how many OnlyFans goals we have? Like, fucking hell.
Yeah, you lot do seem to have the most. Yes, I understand. I understand. In Frank Lampard's middle name because you're a Chelsea fan. So of course you're gonna. It's likely, and he's one of your greatest ever players. Is he your top goal scorer in your history?
Yes, he is.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So
what's John Terry's middle name?
It's
Wouldn't be surprised if it was some John or something. I don't know, man.
no, it's nah.
John Terry. Yeah, it is.
You asking about John Terry? Oh, I thought
Yeah.
Lampard. My bad.
It's
Lampard.
not.
I
It's
thought
not
about
John,
Lampard.
John.
My
But
bad.
yeah, the point I'm making is anyway.
John Terry, imagine, bro.
John Terry.
John Terry. But the point I'm making is, hey, everyone else, the other 6 teams in the Champions League, you have to make sure, just for the sake of my own peace in the content creator space, that an English side does not win the Champions League this year. I don't even want any of them in the semi-final, to be honest.
No.
Say again?
I'm sorry, I'm talking about
Coefficients.
Don't stress. Yeah, fuck the
Coefficient,
coefficient, yo.
Hey,
yo,
you're not clinging
fuck that.
to Europe for dear life, bro.
Yo, you don't want to be
You're
in
the-
Europe. You are
you're in
clean
the
slate.
spots.
Hey, you want a clean run once a week at the Premier League. You won a league title that way last
No,
time.
I do not. I'm not that deluded. I want European football, bruv. I want rotation in midweek games, not no midweek games.
Bro,
What do you have to think? Is it 7th or 8th? Is it 8th?
So now,
Depending on the
if England-
coefficient, we might be able to get 8th.
Yeah,
Get the
exactly. And
Conference
also, who
League.
wins the FA Cup as well?
I told you this Conference League last night.
Yeah, man. You lot can get 8th, but like we don't need A. Like I said,
Maybe.
Bayern Munich, if you win it, Harry Kane will be referred to as all time as Sir Harold Kane, and will receive no. I will take back all slander, and he will receive no further slander. Real Madrid, I already hold you in high regards because you stopped City, Chelsea, Liverpool from winning Champions Leagues before. You must again. I'm saying you let it slip last season. We must. I'm saying I will never forget being on Lewis's stream and that pass to Modric. That pass from Modric. Oh, beautiful.
Man,
That was cinema. That shit was like in slow mo.
That shit.
And then
I'm saying.
Golo, bruv. Don't think I forgot about you, bruv.
That shit.
Silly
That shit.
turnover.
That shit hurt me too.
To be fair, the 3 niggers on our team sold us down in the first.
Hey yo, whoa, hey yo.
Oh no,
And that's prime, bro. That's prime, ladies and gentlemen.
Racist, Prime. I don't know.
I mean, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Just the way
Prime
Prime
is crazy.
down.
Yeah, it sounded
that's
hello
what we have to-
racismo. What you saying, Prime? No, you
Mendy,
good?
Kante, Lukaku, we're watching you,
Sounded
bruv.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's what we have to start rep.
You're talking about Lukaku when it was Kante, Rudiger, and Mendy having stinkers in the first leg. Whatever. Anyway,
Hey, Lukaku missed a big chance too, man.
I don't care about.
Who gave the ball away?
I don't care about.
Yeah,
it.
that don't suit you as well, bruv. That's it.
Anyway. Say what
All
you
I'm
want.
saying
Anyway,
is, man. All I'm saying that little midget gave the ball away.
we don't care, just anyway. How you doing, Flawless?
Okay,
What you say?
Bless, man. I'm good, man. You good, Prime? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, calm. You lot, final few questions before we do indeed close out. We're at 64 likes. Like check 1212. Hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure you subscribe to Lewis's channel. Links underneath in the description. Carefree Lewis G. It's also on the featured channel page as well, people. So there's ample ways to find this channel. Make sure you go subscribe over there as well. I'm in. Big up for the super chat. Who says thoughts on Johnny comparing Havertz to? Is that Bergkamp or Beckham? What are you saying here? Oh, is it Bergkamp? Is that how he's spelled?
Yeah, fair play. Like, you found a way to disrespect Arsenal legends in a way that I couldn't. So,
hey,
play.
everyone, you know what? Everyone's free to their own opinion. That's what I say.
I
To this.
it's a free
But
roll.
if
I always blame surface.
yes, but if you're not over the age of 30, I'm not hearing any conversation about Bergkamp. Just to clarify, people. That's just me. But yeah, we move.
The maddest thing is he is above 30.
No, he is. But I'm saying for anyone else, like everyone's entitled to their opinion. Big up for their super chat. Big up for the super chat. I mean, that's what I say to that. See what else you lot are saying. Oh yeah, Prime News. That's the discussion. Who do you have winning the Champions League actually? Overall.
I think we already answered that.
Yeah, but people asking new. Yeah, I know you did.
I want Atletico
People
to win
asking-
it. I
You
want
want
Atletico
them
Madrid
to. All right,
to
let me
win.
ask you this: do you think they make the final?
I don't think-
Atletico.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've got the easier side of the bracket. What was it? Dortmund,
Come on, PSG, Barca.
Barca, and PSG. That's not difficult. At least, well, it is, but Atletico should still be able to get through that. I don't mind if Real Madrid win it. I'm cool with that. I'm also cool if City win it as well. I don't care either way. So long as Arsenal don't make us the semi-final, I'm fine.
You don't want them to match Chelsea's Champions League record.
I don't
What's wrong with
like.
you?
I don't really care. I don't really care. City are a big club. Like I enjoy their
City.
football. I don't really care.
Yeah, City, they
do
would
it,
have
I'm
matched you.
fine.
They'd have two.
It's not.
This is
It
crazy.
won't bother me. won't bother.
Yeah,
I don't
necessary evil if it
It's
comes
crazy.
down to it.
I just can't have. I cannot have
Bro.
Arsenal in the semi-final.
Well, City, like it's means like I saw them win the Champions League, and I saw no City fall on the timeline. This whole bother was.
No, I'm not even.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
all
you
in
guys are trying
Istanbul.
you guys are trying to say it for banter. Just for me personally, if they win it, I'm fine. It's not gonna bother
Who's
me.
saying this for banter? I actually mean it.
Okay, cool. Lewis trying to do this thing of Arsenal make the final and lose. I don't. If they get to the final, like I'm not entirely.
Hey, I'm here for it. Give me my coefficients and they can fry at
I'm
Wembley.
not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure they'll lose if they get to the final. I don't want them getting there.
As beautiful as it would be, I agree with you, Prime.
I
agree
hear
with
it. But I'm just a
If they
gambling
get
man like that.
any side they face, so long as it's not Atletico, I think they could win the final. Just based on the fact that they'll sit back and defend and just hit on the counter. And I don't want them winning the final.
Hey, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid,
Atletico,
Borussia
Real,
Dortmund,
must be
PSG, all the Dortmund. You lot just got to make sure no English team wins this thing. You must.
No. Man City can win it. It's fine.
We're making the deep
Already,
run.
Man City are part of it anyway, so it's fine. They can win it.
Hey, Eddie, man, imagine a season where we're ending the season with the Central Champions League.
Wow.
Hey, what's name? Sancho posting the Champions League on the IG story with some baby lyrics. What's the one lyrics? What's the one that? Let me find them.
We're Dortmund.
Dortmund have Atletico.
We're playing Atletico.
They're not beating Atletico.
Who said I'm favoring Dortmund to win it? I said I don't think it's as impossible as people make it out to be.
I'm with it. Hey, you know what? In the ideal world, I'm with that. Dortmund win it.
Oh, bring up Andy's question, please. Lukaku and Tony. I'm seeing people now the past couple of days on the timeline talk about like they don't want Tony. Arsenal fans and I think Chelsea fans obviously don't want Tony at their club. That he's attitude problems and stuff. And I'm glad people are finally starting to realize. I said this. Was it 2 summers ago or 3 summers ago when he was caught saying "fuck Brentford" during the summer or whatever. I've been saying that since then. That I don't really like his attitude and the fact of he's always twerking to leave Brentford and he's continuously disrespecting that club. I don't like that. I don't want a mentality like that at my football club.
I mean, but shit though, like it's see, part of me
Brentford.
This is what I'm saying. Like, part of me, I get it. A part of me, I get it. He's not the first player I ever seen say "fuck this club" and "fuck that club" because
I know, and I don't like those players either.
No, but so okay, you telling me
let me get this right.
You telling me you're getting a great player.
You know what it stems from? The attitude's a problem because of the player. If he was world class, you're taking him.
Yeah, but he's not world class, so it's not worth it.
So don't say exactly. So Prime, say that it's not an attitude thing. You don't rate him as a player highly enough.
Exactly.
That's
what I've said. I don't rate him as a player. I've said that.
No.
You didn't
say it then. You said you don't want the attitude. It's not an attitude. It's a quality.
I think part of it is that as well.
No. It's the quality because you're taking because if we was in a time machine, are you taking Prime Wayne Rooney at your club right now? Yes, you are. He has to leave Manchester United.
Yeah, but I think that is worth it.
As just my point that you're proving my point. That's what I'm talking about. Start with that. Don't lean into the attitude thing. Start with that. I don't think he's quality. And the attitude.
I lean into that. I've been speaking about this.
That's what's the point
for a long time.
You said you don't want attitude, but go on.
I've also been saying for a long time. I just don't rate him.
But then just start with that.
The attitude, bringing up the attitude is some bullshit because they know.
No, it's not bullshit. I mentioned the attitude thing because people.
It's very much bullshit.
I mentioned. That's fine. I mentioned the attitude thing because people have been talking about it on socials.
But them same people who have been talking about it on socials have the same thing reviewers. In regards to, they just don't rate him highly enough as a player.
No.
That's all that is.
No. The people I see talking about it are the same ones.
There's nobody genuinely. So let me clarify that. There's no one who believes he's the. How do I put this? He's the difference in them winning a major trophy or not winning a major trophy. There's no one who believes that he's of that level who wouldn't take him at their football club. They lie.
The people I've seen talking about it are the same ones who wanted him a summer ago. Talking
Yeah,
about
I get the summer.
amazing
No, I get the
striker.
summer thing, but we know this is on socials, and we know how
how
reactive it is. There's no one actually. I tell a lie because there is people who have that type of mindset, but I'll say the vast majority. If you believe, so if you're an Arsenal fan and you believe Tony's the difference in you winning the Premier League or not winning the Premier League, or winning the Champions League or not winning the Champions League, you are not fussed about his attitude. There's no one who believes that and goes, I don't want him here because of his attitude. We've had players play at our club that have asked for Arsenal fans. Like, we've had players play at our club who don't want to be there. Like, I've used Rooney as the example. People love to use Wayne Rooney and say he's the guy and this, that, and the third. And he knows what it means to play for Manchester United. I think he handed in 2 transfer. Steven Gerrard at Liverpool, Mr. Liverpool. 2 transfer requests.
I laugh. I think it's funny that like the ones that wanted him, not even a season ago, when he was banging all these goals and saying that like world-class striker and bring him to my club, they want to switch it now and talk about like attitude. It's the same people. At least I've been saying.
Yeah. I hear you.
But when I've been talking about the stuff, like I don't think he's on that level, and the way he speaks about
what you're saying there is people being
say the same thing about my club. I don't want that.
Being inconsistent.
What I like is that he might be pulling himself away from future transfers. So if we can't get a striker, he'll be desperate. Roll through to the Chelsea.
I don't want him at Chelsea.
I'm joining our mess. I don't even have to travel far.
Like I said before, like for me, it's like just I don't know why we even need to start the whole conversation of it's a player that plays for a team that is fighting relegation, saying I want to play for a big club. Pretty much, there's no attitude thing. Go
on, Eddie.
This is not just for Prime. This is just for the conversation in general about a player's quote unquote attitude. It's fucking so ridiculous to me, bro. It's really so ridiculous to me because you're basing this on what they've shown you in a public spectrum. Like, who's to say, right? Some dude playing his ass off for your club isn't going home in his whip on the way home saying, fuck this club, get me the fuck out of here, time after time after time after time. But because we don't hear that from him, right, we can't be out there saying, oh, he doesn't care. Meanwhile, he actually doesn't give a fuck. You don't know these dudes like you think you do. Period. That's a principal thing for me. So for what I do is I leave all of my kind of idea of who they are as a player. I leave that to be my North Star, my guiding light. Because I can guarantee you there are other dudes in that on that team, on that Chelsea team right now who you may like, or some other people may like.
Think they should remain professional.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about professionalism, bro. I really don't.
I think that's where, and I'm gonna get to Eli's comment because we've had this conversation before.
Like,
not particularly with Prime, but
that as the basis again, like you said, because you're the example here. Like you said, because of his attitude, I don't want him here. That's like, all right, bro. Hey,
I didn't say because of his attitude. It's part of the reason. I also don't rate him highly as a player.
But yeah, so let me ask. So as long as he claps the fans off, he can be shit. But his attitude is right.
I didn't say that.
No, you didn't. But in regards to this, and this is why I'm glad Prime mentioned it, and like Eli mentioned it here, because we've had this conversation on this channel before, and he says also, in particular, I think we were talking about Sancho. I think Sancho, Martial, Pogba seems to be a theme, but But yeah, also you can see his attitude. You can see how this attitude agenda is only towards players of a certain color. Uncomfortable conversations. Eli, that's why I don't like it. And it's too strong to say, oh, his attitude. No, that's just one thing that he's done that you disagree with. I actually disagree with it too. He shouldn't be out here talking about fuck Brentford, this, that, and the third publicly, in my opinion. I think it's unprofessional. But there's no one person on this planet that you agree with all their moves. People do too much. Or he has a bad attitude. No, there's one aspect. I'm saying I'm guessing the vast majority. Say that again.
Not attitude. Sorry, not interrupting.
It should just be what it should be. What they would call it if he wasn't black. If he wasn't black, unprofessional. That's what they call it. It's not an attitude thing. It's unprofessional.
So I should just say it's okay. I don't want him because he's not worth. He's not good enough player worth his
even that's one further. No. He's done. I can't even say he's unprofessional. He's done some. He's conducted himself in an unprofessional manner. Him saying fuck Brentford and this, that, and the third is unprofessional. Him overall as a professional, I believe he is the good professional because we don't hear no stories on nothing. So when that's not
the only thing. Like the way he.
What else has he done?
The way he seems to he's always trying to push and go for a move, which I get.
Yeah. But again, that ties into what I'm saying. To me, publicly, no player shouldn't. So anything fuck Brentford and publicly trying to get moves away, I'm not with. But to base his attitude over his entire attitude over one or two acts is crazy. That's like someone joining the stream, seeing me go mad. And going, right, Flawless is always angry, this, that, and the third. But
that's why I said, what word should we use? If it's not attitude, fine.
No. And this ain't aimed at you. I'm saying I'm glad you brought this up and Eli brought this up so then we can have the conversation because this is the type of thing that I like talking about in regards to this. It's like, we can't just label someone something because they've done, and this ain't you, Prime. I'm saying in general. People will label, because I know if I type, I know when I'm explaining. Like, I know if I type in Tony attitude on Twitter right now, bad people are going to be talking about it. We don't know that guy. Word to what Eddie's talking about. He's done something that is unprofessional. That one thing or that one thing that he keeps on doing does not necessarily mean he's unprofessional or has a bad attitude. That's one thing he's doing. Like, if it's a multitude of things, yes. But there's no one person we all agree with.
You don't think continuously disrespecting your club who do nothing in the opposite end to disrespect you as a player, you think that's unprofessional?
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yes, I think that's an unprofessional act. Yes, but I don't think he's unprofessional overall because he's professional in every other aspect.
I'm not talking about overall. I'm talking about in that particular.
Well, yes, again, that's the point that I'm making. I cannot label him unprofessional for one thing, even though he's doing that one thing repeatedly. No, I can't. When you're doing everything else professional.
My question.
Go on, what's your question?
If it's not fine, if we want to say that bad attitude is the wrong phrase or unprofessional is the wrong word, what do we call it?
Unprofessional is the right word. But the point I'm making is labeling him unprofessional is wrong. That's the point I'm making. No, this act is unprofessional. Same way if I get mad on here, Flawless is angry at something. Doesn't make me an angry person. No, he was angry in that moment. Or even if I get angry at a later date. Now, if I'm consistently angry all the time, guess what that makes me? An angry person. This is why I make jokes all the time. So what do people always say about me? Oh, Flawless is a joker. He's just running bants. That gets said to me every single day because I consistently do that. That's part of my personality. You can say that. So calling him unprofessional for one act that he continues to do, I think he's done this 3-4 times now over the course of his Brentford career, however long he's been there. 4 or 5 years does not make him unprofessional. No, it's unprofessional acts. It doesn't make him an unprofessional player because in every other aspect, as far as we know, he's not unprofessional. He's a professional. Turns up on time as far as you know. Plays.
So you're not an angry person, but if you you watch Man United and you consistently get angry about Man United, that means what does that make you?
That makes me angry in that moment. I'm not an angry person. And that's I'm glad you mentioned that because that's where the misconception comes with content creators. Like people will see Saeed. I've had people ask me, oh, what's Saeed really like? Is he like angry? Saeed's calm. He's one of the coolest people I've ever met. Oh, what's Rance really like? Is Rance really like, is he angry and did it? Rance one of the most coolest people I've ever met. As I talk to these men outside of this, but what it is, kind of like the content creator space, even though it's nowhere near the same level, people will see something for a few times on here and automatically go, no, that's him. No, that's me in that environment. Oh. So as far as we know, Tony is the ultimate professional. Outside of him saying for Brentford.
It's a word to use.
Yeah. No. You're using the right word. Unprofessional is the correct word. But what I'm saying is calling him unprofessional is wrong. No, he's unprofessional at that moment. Is Tony unprofessional overall? No, we can't tar someone with that brush over them doing something a few times. So him saying fuck Brentford, I want to leave, I deem it as unprofessional.
Yeah,
100%. But no one was saying. But when Steven Gerrard was trying to leave Liverpool, who was calling him unprofessional?
This is where I actually want to go to. This is where I want to go to because
that's the point I'm making. But yeah, go on.
I can use a prime example. Harry Kane is still mid-season. We're still trying to qualify for Europe under Jose. He's doing interviews mid-season with Gary Neville talking about how he wants a new challenge and how he wants to go to a
Hey,
new.
no one called him unprofessional.
At the
Man
time,
did a whole interview.
At the time, people were actually encouraging as well. Rival fans saying, he needs to leave Spurs. I agree with him. That was not the energy that Tony was getting. And even remember, even after the City, the City came in the summer, and we didn't sell to them. Didn't come to training for 2 weeks, but Tony never missed even training for Brentford, despite all the things that he says. But nobody calls Kane unprofessional. Even during the times, I remember people encouraging the time when he was missing training.
There were content creators talking about that, though.
No. But I'm talking about the majority. I'm talking about the majority.
We will, because we the reals, not me, but like content creators, we're gonna have the uncomfortable conversations. Like that's why this space thrives, is because we have the conversation.
For me, it's not like if it's a player like Kane or a world-class player, like if they have their moments or whatever, then fine. It might be deemed worth it because they're that good of a player. But that's why I go back to say, for me with Tony, and I've been consistently saying this, I don't think he's on any sort of world-class level where
you don't think he's good enough.
It's worth
that's
bringing
fine. Again, Prime, just to clarify.
He's saying, "Look, Chelsea, I want to go around. I don't want."
Just to clarify, I'm not talking about whether you rate him or not. I'm glad Jez brought up the Harry Kane points.
Yeah,
Tony's done no more than what Harry Kane did worse. Not turning up to training for 2 weeks. I'm walking around a golf course with Gary Neville. Whole interview for Sky. Nobody called him unprofessional at that point. No one was talking about his attitude. But as soon as they're your skin tone, Prime, or they're my skin tone, or Jez's, or Lewis's, or Eddie's, there's a problem. Yeah. But Harry Kane could do it, and it's fine because it's Harry Kane. No. What I want is just consistency. If they're both unprofessional, cool, call them. If they both have bad attitudes, cool. Do I believe Harry Kane has a bad attitude? Absolutely not. Do I believe he's unprofessional? Overall, no. Do I believe the interview was unprofessional? Yes. Do I believe him not going to training for 2 weeks is unprofessional? Also, yes. Same way you can be the most cool, calm, and chilled person, and you have an anger moment. I'm chilled out. Do I have angry moments? Of course. Like any normal human being. Like, that's what it is. And like Alam said here, J. Cole once said, I wouldn't say you was a hoe, just made a whole decision. Core applies here. Exactly. Just facts. Bars. So I've done some wild shit. I ain't no hoe, but hey, some of the shit man's done in the past, wild. I'm like, damn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Ain't no one watching this. Statute of limitations is up.
No, yeah. Back to that Kane thing. Like, even with all of that was going on, I still wanted him at my club because he's a world-class player, and I deemed kind of worth it.
I get, and the thing I rate about you, Prime, is, and this is, I will give you your flowers for this. You're honest. A lot of people are not honest.
Why can't you just keep it at him being not your standard? Why do you have to bring into the equation all this unprofessional attitude horse shit? Like, that's what I'm stuck at here.
See, no, because
I think that's also part of it. If Tony was a world-class player, then I'd be like, oh, bring him to my club. And if he's trying to leave in 2-3 years to Real Madrid, then at least maybe he'd bring me a league title or two, then that's fine. But like, I don't deem him to be worth on that level to have to deal with all the problems that come with it.
Yeah, but do you think do you think he's saying all these things because, again, he wants a bigger move, and once he gets the bigger move,
I'm legit trying to figure out what's the problem.
That's fine, but that's fine if you want to bring to leave Brentford. But if you're going to do it to that club, you're going to.
You're saying do it in the correct manner, which I do agree with. There's ways to go about it. I do not agree with the way he's gonna about it. Same way. Even though I think the move's correct, like the Harry Kane scenario, and I'm glad Jez brought that up.
I don't like how it looks. Every player wants to do moves and stuff. That's fine.
I hear you.
I don't like.
I think there's ways to maneuver around it, and I don't. Like I said, I don't. Let me just clarify. I don't think Kane nor Tony have bad attitudes, and I don't think neither of them are unprofessional. Like, have they both done unprofessional things? Yes. But I don't think either of them are those things. But like I said, one will get tainted with a brush and one won't. You make of it what you will, people. What's the difference between Ivan Toney and Harry Kane? You figure it out.
Stand it, bro. I really can't stand it because I'm trying to get where Prime is coming from.
What do you mean?
I really am. Like,
Yeah, go on, Eddie. Sorry, I was gonna get something. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
Go. Because like, again, he's saying I would put up with it if he was a better player. But shit, if being a better player is all that matters, like you can be a dickhead, but you're a better player.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we even talking about the fact that he's a dickhead?
Yeah, I agree. It's not a thing.
I mean, I didn't call him a dickhead, but okay.
It's technically applying.
He's talking about socials. He's talking about the people on socials talking about his attitude.
Oh, you're not talking about me. Okay.
Yeah, not you particular. Which again, people need. Go on, Eddie. Go on.
I just can't understand it, bro. Maybe because of where I like we in America, bro. We have dudes that will go to the podium, say, yeah, the team's trash, but I'm here, so we got to make it work.
Yeah,
like we maybe that's it for me, right?
I don't watch American sports or anything. So
no, he's just using that as an example, like sports guys. Over there, they a lot more.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Like I can't for the life of me, and it's not again. This is you're here because you're representing that standpoint, but the standpoint is bigger than you because other people use it as well.
No, I don't represent the racism standpoint. Don't do that.
I didn't say you did. I didn't say you did. What I said
about people talk about the attitude.
You represent a standpoint that other people use on this or that have been using, and I'll never understand it because, simply put, it's based off of what they show you in like a public forum. Meanwhile, they can be complete dickheads in private, and it's all good.
Well, like all we can go.
Let me get to this before you go. I just want to get to this from Faisal Ali because he said,
I actually wanted to.
Kane lowered his head and worked for the club. It's not the same as Tony. Tony threw Brentford under the bus for a woman. Okay, just to clarify to you, because I want to get to this. Yeah. I'm because you man are gonna as well. I just want to get to this. Like, when did Ivan Tony? So please let me know, Faisal. Just one thing. When did Tony not work for Brentford? When did he not work hard for the football club? Someone tell me when that happened. When was we on the pitch or off the pitch? And you can't really work hard for a team. You can't work hard for your club off the pitch or on the pitch. So when on the pitch did Tony not put in the effort and work hard for his football club? Because I'm sure if he wasn't, Brentford fans would be on his case. Because fans know. Fans in particular on the ground and fans at home know. Like, there's Chelsea panelists on here, there's a Spurs fan, there's Manchester United fans. We've all watched at points when there's players on the pitch who are not putting it in. Like Rashford, for instance. Me and Eddie have watched many games this season and can clearly see Rashford is not working hard. When has Ivan Toney not worked hard? And see, this is what we're talking about now. It's excuses for one and excuses for one because we like one and not the other with Kane. No, they both did. It's either unprofessional or wrong for both of them and what they did, or it's right for both of them. You have to pick a side because there's no in between. But I just want to know when Toney didn't work hard for Brentford. That's what I want to know. I missed that, but go on, Jez.
Someone who actually supports the football club, their comment is completely false because Kane actually ghosted for half a season because he was whining about the fact that he didn't get
say that. Wait, Jez, hold up, Jez, hold up. Say that again. Start that back. Run that back from the top of the track and say that again. All first verse.
All I'm saying is, I don't know what that means with Tony didn't work hard for his Brentford because Kane at the start of the season, all the way to January, had one league goal and he wasn't putting any performances in because he didn't get his move to Man City after telling him Man City have to go and pay the money or you're not moving. So he knew about the fact that he can't move unless Man City pay the money. Man City didn't pay the money. He did the interview also prior there, before the Euros, with the golf interview. So then he comes back after missing preseason for 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 week time later than he's supposed to come back. And then he stops stinkers all the way to January because he didn't get his move. Tony, over his whole period at Brentford, have I never heard about him coming late to training or not coming to training anymore. I have not seen this guy be out there on the pitch, be like has he put part performances? Yes, but it's just about performance. Have I seen him look out? Brentford fans are not complaining about the fact that he's not putting the work in on the pitch. They're more angry about it's kind of like emotional angriness, like the Sancho situation, what they see or what they hear, like Eddie said, rather than actually what. So they clone their opinions about Tony just because of a comment saying I want to move to Real Madrid. That's what their emotions cloud themselves. But
and probably because there's been so many different comments too.
So exactly. So they're letting their opinions cloud themselves about a player or how they feel about the player. But like I said, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, if there's personals in the chat, I'm sorry. I think what Kane did during that whole period for the nearly 8-month period, I think that was worse than Tony ever did for Brentford.
So, Jez, is it fair to say, because you mentioned Harry Kane's performances dipping on the pitch because of him not getting his move? Would you say he wasn't as working as hard for Tottenham Hotspur on the pitch?
Bro, Kane
you think that's a fair assessment?
Bro, yes, because the guy had one league goal all the way to January.
Oh, so Kane was the one. No, it's Ivan Toney's never been accused of not putting in the effort for Brentford. But when Harry Kane was accused of not putting in the effort and the performances showed it. Interesting.
And the funny part is our fan base let that shit go and say, it's Levy's fault too. But shit, when I see, but Son gets slandered every single moment the moment he doesn't put a performance in. Like I said,
let Brentford get relegated this season and Ivan Toney's accused of walking around on the pitch and not putting in effort. What will the conversation be come the end of the season? We will never hear the fucking end of it if that happens. Brentford get relegated or close to relegated and he's accused of not putting in effort on the pitch. We will never hear the end of it. You know what the bad thing is with the Kane? You know what the bad thing is with the Kane thing is? Until Jez mentioned it, I actually forgot.
Oh, the media didn't talk about the media encouraged that because Kane needs to win a trophy. That was the agenda during that period.
So, and to Emmanuel who says, but Kane, all right, so this is where we get good. But Kane has carried Spurs for almost 10 years. It doesn't matter because he has more credit in the bank. So as long as you've carried your team for an extended period of time, Emmanuel, it's okay to not put in effort and throw your toys out the pram when you don't get your way.
Credit in the bank is the worst. That's starting to become the new buzzword. That's the new buzzword.
I don't give a fuck about that.
It's not credit in the bank.
They use that to give people excuses.
What
people need to understand is football is a what have you done for me now business.
100%.
It's not what you did for me a year or two ago, but the problem is this sport is too emotional. So people always just look at the past and look at big moments. Nah, football is a what are you doing for me now and what are you doing for me now only business. Maybe look into the main thing that matters is now.
Is he not England captain?
Kane. No, he's not.
Harry Kane.
It's okay. It's okay that he's
the English media are going to push it because he's the darling boy and everything. So
I actually forgot about it until Jez said that. I actually forgot. And just to clarify, someone said in the chat, Ivan Toney got Brentford to the Premier League and helped them stay in the Premier League. So is it fair to say Ivan Toney's done more for Brentford than Harry Kane's done for Spurs?
I think personally, yes.
Because someone please tell me, like Harry Kane carried Spurs. It sounds a lot like Bruno and Manchester United. Carried Spurs to what?
Exactly.
That credit in the bank thing is so crazy.
The funny part, even because you can't even use the Champions League one because Son, Lucas,
I'm just asking Ivan Toney not only getting Brentford to the Premier League, but also helping him play a major role. He's the star guy. You're the star man. Keeping them in the Premier League. And he'll probably do that again this year. Has he not done more? So does he not have credit in the bank then, Emmanuel? Bear in mind, I think it's all just nonsense anyway.
Exactly. It's only a conversation because of one comment and people just losing their head about it. But the funny part about it, people forget when he actually helped Brentford get promoted to the Premier League, he actually broke the all-time championship goal scoring record in that season to get them promoted. So he was overperforming even to understand. So
you don't really think it's valid if people don't want him anymore?
You think people don't want?
If you don't rate, if
fans don't want him or rate him anymore, I don't think that's valid.
Don't want who? Ivan Toney? Who?
Yeah, because as much as I don't like the
no. My point is, if you don't rate him as a footballer if you don't want him at your club because of ratings, like in regards to his standard and his level, I'm cool with that. Yeah. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. What I don't like is this whole attitude thing. Because now when we start peeling it back and looking at Harry Kane, all of a sudden, not from you, Prime, but I'm just saying in general, for some people, the goalposts move and it's different. And when we look at it on the surface of things, not only was Harry...
a few years ago, people were telling me that I was wrong, but it's now the same people
Because look, man, are now saying Kane
that.
can do what Tony did at Brentford. Yeah, I'm not disputing that. Kane's a better player. There's no dispute. We're not comparing the two in terms of level. We're talking about impact. That's what it is. We love Harry Kane. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell a lie. Hey, if he knocks out Arsenal, we love Harry Kane.
I rate Kane. I
rate Kane. I think Kane one of the best strikers in Europe. He's one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the Premier League. However, obviously, Sean, you just joined, so you missed what we was talking about at the start, but it's cool. You missed what kicked this off. But like that's where I'm at with it. Like it's either it's not one rule for one and one rule for the other is the main point I'm talking about. Is they both did wrong and you're against it, or you're like, I don't care, and then they're both cool. Personally, I've said this, they're both unprofessional for what they did.
I just don't like the whole like with Hazard, the last few years when he was with us, and like every international break, there was always talk about him leaving and wanting to go Real Madrid. I didn't like that either.
It's fair enough, but you still wouldn't willingly said, "Oh, sell Sasa then willingly." though.
Because he's one of the best players I've ever seen. That's what I said. For
me, that's just my point of view. This should be a rule where no player, regardless how good you are, it should always be a consistent. You shouldn't be doing all this nonsense about going on media, saying all this about I want to join this club and join this club. I mean, in the NBA, you literally obviously you don't know about the NBA, but in the NBA, you actually getting fined for talking about a player that plays for a different team.
And just to clarify, like, I'm in. If those that don't know, what are you doing on the pitch? Are you performing for Manchester United Football Club? Is all I care about. I don't care about your unprofessionalism and all this crap and all this stuff. I don't care as long as you're not doing nothing heinous off the field. So you can't be out there, just beating people up, robbing old ladies and all that type of stuff. You can't be doing no heinous stuff like that.
You can't flawless if you got credit in the bank, apparently.
You got credit in the bank. Just to clarify, this is just me personally. Outside of doing anything heinous like that, you lot know my stance on Greenwood and things and his situation and other situations. Outside of that, what are you doing? Are you performing on the football pitch? That's all I care about. Now, do I have ways? Is there stuff I disagree with, like off the pitch? Yes. Like, do I think there's ways to go about at Manchester United? Like, if you want to leave, cool. I think there's ways to go about, etc. But I understand you're gonna make mistakes. But that's just me.
That's why if you're off the level,
I just want
to. If you're off the level, then
that's cool. I agree. I don't care. Like, let's say for instance, we had a player who was balling out, and every week he was like, "Yo, fuck Manchester United," and you bagging hat tricks every week. Couldn't care less. It's not ideal. I don't like it. But hey, keep performing. You know what I'm saying? Keep performing.
Yep. I want to say quickly, but what I'm saying, being a star salesman for 9 years, your company with successions provided to buck up. Yeah, with that comment, cool that you did it all 9 years. But then if you have one very bad year, it affects your company, doesn't it?
What was the drop? But the thing is, the difference, Emmanuel. What's the drop off for?
Exactly. Like if it's like I'm talking about
Kane you want to leave. The drop off was because he wants to leave.
And people got to remember that came from the season when Kane had double digits in goals and assists. That was the 20 plus goals, 10 plus assist season. That came off. He came off that season to all of this sudden have one goal till January. I'm sorry, but this for me. Like I said, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You could have been Harry Kane in this scenario, or you could have been Dyer or whatever. Like for me, it's like or Ericsson or whatever. If you perform to these levels, it's not acceptable. But again,
was that when you had what's his name, Nuno and Conte?
Yeah, but Nuno and Conte, yeah. Yes, and for me, it's like I don't care. Like some people trying to make these excuses and trying to make it seem like, which I kind of get to a degree. They're trying to make it all to be, but I'm never gonna. Like Harry Kane could have won me 2 Champions League the last previous season. If he still performs that, I'm still gonna talk about it. I'll still say, still to a degree unprofessional that you're not performing to. You're actively not trying to play anymore. This is still unprofessional. It doesn't matter what you did the previous seasons. I just don't care.
What's the drop off? That's what I was saying in the company analogy. Your drop off is not just because of a drop off, like just because you're not performing. Like it's you want to leave the company, so all of a sudden your performance drops off here because you want to bounce. It's unacceptable. And it stems from the reason why we're talking about this is because somebody had said in the chat about Kane working hard for the team and Ivan Toney doesn't. And then Jez mentioned the whole Kane season, and I was like, when did Ivan Toney not work hard for Brentford?
The thing that pissed me off most about it is the way how our fan, there's a good section of the fan base who just accepts it. No chance, fam. No chance. But y'all don't give the energy to the other players who were also part, who actually did even, and that's Champions League season. Kane had a horrific. Kane was injured most of the time, or he fucked up in the Champions League group stages, and the team carried us there to the final. But Kane gets done all the glory and shit like that. Fuck that, bro. I swear to God, I hate that. Hate that, bro.
Good conversation, though, people. Shout out to Prime. That's why he's here, man. You know what I'm saying? He keeps chucking up threes, and eventually one gonna go in. So yeah, salute to Prime. But yeah, run up the likes, people. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel. Make sure you just subscribe to Lewis's channel. We're gonna get predictions from all the man them before we close out. And people, it's all jokes, man. You know what I'm saying? I rate every single co-host you see on here, apart from Ryan. You know what I'm saying? But we move. Jez, Manchester United, Liverpool. Short prediction.
Fuck no, man. I thought United can maybe get something if Casemiro play, but without him, I think Liverpool got some. I think Liverpool win 2-1.
Liverpool 2-1. Eddie, what are you saying?
2-0.
2-0 Liverpool, yeah. Lewis?
Who am I kidding? 2-1 Liverpool.
Prime?
Is Johnny Evans fit?
I think so.
I think he's injured. I think he was listed as injured. I don't know.
That's actually a negative.
Big game, Johnny, man. Fuck.
Johnny Evans injured. 3-2 Man United.
Is Lisandro back though?
I said 3 goals, you know. Nah, Martinez is not back, no. Wan-Bissaka, Mount, Højlund, I believe are all.
Oh, is Mount fit?
Yeah, Mount's fit. Yeah, bro, but BT's been Mount.
Oh, Mount's fit. Oh, 4-2.
I said 3-2 United, you know. This
no,
guy's
4-2 Liverpool.
How we scoring 2 goals? All right, first 4-2 Liverpool first. I don't know how much Mount will play. What are you saying, Fats?
United win on penalties, 5-4.
All right, that's my prediction in regards to United win on penalties. Overall game 1-1. Let's go. Now on to the mighty Chelsea. Up to Chelsea. Chelsea versus Leicester City. We'll start with you, Fats. Scoreline prediction.
3-0 Chelsea.
Let's go, Prime. Say it, man. 2-0 Chelsea, man. FA Cup semi-final, another one for Poch. Yeah, man. Top-notch Poch.
Hey, man.
Speaking of saying Thatcher, why do you want kiss cams at Stamford Bridge?
Because he just wants to kiss the gal around him. That's why, man. Rather than just ask her out. He wants to kiss the girl. There's a girl who sits near him, and he just don't want to ask her out. So he's like, all right, let me. Chelsea score a late winner. I could just grab her and kiss her. That's what it is. Because Jan won't let that happen. Jan said that happened to her. You know what I'm saying?
Like when so there's a reason for it. I see.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's him, man. It's always like Jan said. I think they scored a late goal, and she said some random guy just grabbed her and kissed her. See, she let that shit slide. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. Well, yeah, that's what he wants.
If that's me, I'm getting that compensation ASAP.
Sexual.
Hey, yo.
But yo, Brad, scoreline prediction.
I'm getting my money up.
Injuries for Leicester.
Wait, Eli. Why am I a crook, fam? But yeah, go on.
Injuries for Leicester.
What happened to Gary O'Neill?
Jamie Vardy is out, so there's no dagger from him. Iheanacho up top. This Nigerian bum's going to score. I don't trust Poch. But I think we'll win.
Yeah, exactly. Have some faith, man.
Have some faith.
Shut up, Jazz.
Scoreline, my done.
Bro, just give us scoreline, bro. You said you're going to win.
2-0.
2-0. All right. Lewis, what you saying?
3-1 Chelsea.
There you go. Eddie?
2-1. Yo, fellas, I got to cut. I'm going to catch y'all, though.
Hey, Eddie, love, man. I'll catch up with you soon, fam. Every time, man. Big up, man.
Love.
You love every time. Yo, just.
I think Chelsea win. I think Chelsea win actually 3-0.
Yeah, that was mine. I was saying Chelsea 3-0. I think Chelsea win the game.
Nice.
All right, people. And we are going to close out the show right there. Lewis, let them know what you got coming up over the next, tomorrow, today technically, and the rest of the week, etc.
Watch along on the channel. But I'm not going to be on back again tonight, so I'm going to be missing.
Unfortunately, Lewis won't be there.
Yeah, but Goonie's going to take over. So big up Goonie.
Shout out Goonie.
Yeah, we'll make it up for the next week.
All right, man. Anyway, love to everyone who has locked in, man. Big up, real one. Shout out, Spoobs, Eli.
Patrick's Day to my Irish people.
Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day, man. Shout out to all the Irish dons. You know what I'm saying? And Irish women. Yeah, real ones. Big up, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
Irish women are like 4 out of 10s, but never mind. You didn't ask me.
Okay. All right. We just keep that. We just bypass that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's not joking. You heard that? He's been clipped, mate. That has been clipped. Look how funny he found it as well.
Boy, clip him.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Show is over for this.
Flawless. Delete the stream, man. It's fine. Delete the stream.
Yeah. But as we were saying, anyway, people, what have we got coming up today? Unfortunately, the Manchester United Liverpool watch along FA Cup game, and then following that, the United Chelsea Spurs show. So that'll be the 2 live streams you get on the YouTube channel. I will be updating for next week and the week after, but for those that don't know, from Monday you will not be getting a regular schedule on the channel. So no Q&As, Man Uniteds, no crossovers. I'm running Sarcasm City TV specials the entire week, people, from Monday to Sunday. So it's where sit down one-on-one live streams with the biggest and best content creators. Lewis, who's here, he's been on one before. Rants, Lee Gunner, James Redmond, the list goes on, people. So keep a lookout, because I've already been reaching out, and I've got, what do you ever got already confirmed? I think I got 6 confirmed already. And there's like 3-4 more. So they're always good. Obviously talk about their team and then do a deep dive in regards to them starting in the content creator space, people. So that's what we will be doing. So on Monday, we start 11 p.m. Oh yeah, you lot are going to like the first one. The first one kicks it off right. One of the biggest, best content creators in the game. So trust me, you lot are going to fucks with it. And then following that, then we'll be back to regular and schedule from next week, Monday. But let me not forget as well, because we reached 10K subscriber party, people. 10K subscriber party, 10 p.m. on Saturday. That'll be 10 p.m. on Saturday. So you see all the man them, see some special guests joining. I'll probably get drunk. I'm not going to lie. So it might be the last stream we do, people. But hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. All that good stuff. Eli, I see you, Joker. And don't forget one last thing. All the shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms as well, people. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to music. If there is a podcast section, type in Sarcasm City TV. So Spotify, all of you Spotify users, follow us and 5-star us on there. It helps, trust me. Help the algorithm. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcasts as well, man. iTunes, all you iPhone users do the same, and same with SoundCloud. Because some people, you might just not want to listen on YouTube. You might not want to watch on YouTube. Maybe you just want to be doing other things on your phone, and you're like, you know what? Let me just turn it on Spotify. I'm saying maybe you're cooking, might be cleaning, maybe you're driving, maybe you're working, maybe you're like Prime and just linking y'all, just walking about the place. Maybe you're just on your travels, whatever the case may be, people. So yeah, yes, you Prime. You know what I'm saying? Gialamus Prime. You know what I'm saying? Gialamus Prime out there getting the nash. You know what I'm saying? Getting the ton. But yes, love to everyone who has locked in. Look at his smile on his face. He's thinking about that ton he got lined up today. Look at his face, yo. Look at his face, yo. Look at his face. Prime is look at his face, yo. Look at his grin. You look at him. He's smiling, yo. He's like, yo, I got such and such rubbing his man. Did the Birdman has
these allegations? I don't.
Gialamus Prime.
Hey, just want to say international break when all the Irish people coming together and hey, come on, man.
Come on, man. Prime makes the girls whine. Let's go.
Hey, she's built like a surfboard though. Hey, that's for nowadays.
Hey, and Spoop says maybe you're Eli, you want to check Wolves news while you listen. Maybe that is the case. Like I said, or you just don't want the YouTube app using up all your data, whatever the case may be. Links for everything's underneath in the description. It's also in the comment section as well. But love to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna redirect from here over to the watch along, unfortunately. So yeah, Manchester United Liverpool will start 20 minutes before kickoff, people. So free 10 p.m. UK time. But big up, love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Whoa.